We know, right, that Aaron Rodgers is great. Like, I say it all the time, but I'm seen as a Rodgers hater because I'm really the only mainstream media person, print, TV, or radio. Skip Bayless is pretty tough, too, that occasionally mentions, he's not perfect. And I also see this with Russell Westbrook, that even though I acknowledge he's one of the few people I'd pay to see in the NBA, Aaron Rodgers fans have become Russell Westbrook defenders. That they're so spectacular. They're so amazing. Their great is so great that we fall in love with the beautiful and we gloss over the, why don't they win more? And I get falling in love with beautiful. You walk into a room and she's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. I get it. I get falling in love with beautiful, but there better be more or it won't last. And I get walking into a room and he's the biggest hunk and charming, but there better be more or it won't last. Okay, I get falling in love with his arm. The handsome, I get it. And the losses are always somebody else's fault. This morning, it's us, the defense. Green Bay leads the NFL in sacks. They had 5 last night. Their secondary's loaded with really talented young players. It ain't the defense. The defense got tired at the end because of the offense kept punting. So let's go to, now it's Mike McCarthy's fault. So let's go to the 2 plays. Everybody's blaming Mike McCarthy. Number 1 is he didn't challenge the Lockett catch. How did he not challenge that catch by Lockett for the Seahawks? You got to challenge that. Well, 2 things. I thought it was a catch. I wouldn't have challenged it either. Troy Aikman agreed with me. He thought it was a catch. Mike Pereira agreed with me. He thought it was a catch. And the other thing, it was a first down play. It wasn't like it was a 4th down. If you challenge it, overturn it, it's your game. It was first down play. It was a first down play. So if you erase it anyway, it's a 2nd down. That's the first thing. Second thing is, well, how come McCarthy didn't go for it on 4th down? I wouldn't have gone for it either. By the way, it was 4:20 left in the game. You had a timeout and a 2-minute warning, and you were at your own 33. Even if Seattle gets a first down, you got the 2-minute warning, you get the ball back with a minute. That's all Aaron Rodgers needs. Aaron Rodgers needs a minute 5, 58 seconds, a minute. We've seen it 100 times. He doesn't need 3 minutes. He doesn't need 4 minutes. He doesn't need 2 minutes. Green Bay said, listen, if we fail on this 4th down, and by the way, the reason they got into a 4th down, because Aaron Rodgers skipped the ball to a wide-open receiver. And on that drive previously, he had a wide-open receiver on 1st down, but held the ball looking for the home run. Even Troy Aikman talked about it. It's not the defense. That's not Mike McCarthy. I don't want to hear that's the drive of the game. That's it. That's on Aaron. By the way, he's now 2-10 in his last 12 against all these quarterbacks you tell me he's better than. Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck, Cam Newton, Tom Brady. He's 2-10. Jared Goff. You keep telling me he's better than all these guys. I got to get more wins. Brady's last 10, he's 8-2, 9-1 against those same contemporaries. I'm not being unfair here. I'm not being unreasonable. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers has to win Super Bowls. I'm not. I've never said that. I'm not saying even Aaron Rodgers has to get to Super Bowls. I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying Aaron Rodgers has to get to the NFC Championship like Brady every year. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, dude, got to win more of these regular season games against your contemporaries, against the guys as good as you that I keep being told you're better than. By the way, Aaron Rodgers this year has beaten Mitchell Trubisky, Josh Allen, C.J. Beathard, and Brock Osweiler. Guys who are mostly backups. His losses are to Alex Smith, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Brady, and Russell Wilson. All I'm asking for, just a few more W's against the elite quarterbacks. I'm not being unreasonable here. By the way, Aaron Rodgers' last 2 fourth quarters against Brady and Russell Wilson, 42% completions, 82 yards, 62 passer rating, and no touchdowns. Let me guess, that's the defense's fault. That's McCarthy's fault. McCarthy's brilliant first 3 quarters, then he's terrible in the 4th. Is that it? Troy Aikman's not a guy that likes to criticize quarterbacks. He doesn't. Troy Aikman knows his words are powerful. That last drive, you're all caught up in McCarthy, and the defense didn't stop the Seahawks. That defense was tired because you kept punting. The Rodgers fans have become Westbrook fans. You are so enamored with the spectacular, and it is spectacular, and I would not deny that. And he is an all-time talent, and Westbrook's an all-time NBA player. Not denying that. And I get falling in love with beauty, but you better have more than that. Or this is the result, once again, on the road, against a good team, against a contemporary quarterback, somebody that is of your level, though I've been told over and over, you're better then. I believe everything happens for a reason. I'm not overly religious. I don't believe in fate. If you're broke at 55, look in the mirror. It's not somebody else's fault. If you're on your 6th divorce or your 13th job, look in the mirror. It's not somebody else's fault. There's a reason for everything. If something happens over and over, year after year, decade after decade, it's not happenstance. It's not luck. There's a reason for everything. And generally, we're the reason. We're at fault. So, once again, Aaron Rodgers lost on the road. This year, they're 0-5 on the road. Not all the games have been easy, so I'm not saying that. But Aaron Rodgers is too good to struggle on the road. And this is fascinating. Aaron Rodgers now has a losing record on the road. What? Excuse me? Aaron Rodgers has a losing record on the road. Let me give you quarterbacks who have a better road record. We could blame Mike McCarthy. We can blame the running game and the defense. But Michael Vick, Andy Dalton, Tony Romo, did they always have great running games, great offensive lines? They all have a better road record than Aaron Rodgers. That makes no sense. There is a reason for it. I get a bad year. I get a bad stretch. This is a minimum 30 games career. And what's fascinating is Brett Favre also had a losing road record. What? How can two of the top 10 quarterbacks of my life, Joe Montana won 75% of his road games, Brady over 70. How can they're nothing in common. This cannot be connected. They have nothing in common. I mean, one's a good old boy from the South, and one's that California cool, aloof guy. Oh, no. Aaron Rodgers has become Brett Favre. I want you to think about this. They're both gunslingers. Both won a Super Bowl early and have struggled to get back. Both are legendary ad-libbers, home run hitters, big arms, stubborn, above average mobility, multiple MVPs, beloved by the media, iconic arm talent of their generation. Both are 6'2", 225. I'm not making it up. And both play hurt often. And neither's good on the road. Makes no damn sense. You can't be as good as Brett Favre. You cannot be as good as Aaron Rodgers and have a worse road record than Alex Smith and Tony Romo and Michael Vick and Cam Newton, and it doesn't make any sense. Oh, yes, it does. Folks, ask yourself, when you go on the road, ever gone to Europe, cross-country, taking the kids? What's really important on the road? You can get away with this at home. But on the road, you've got to be organized. You go to Europe with your kids, you've got to be organized. That maybe stubborn, ad-libbing, do it my way, big arm talent, seeking home runs is not a good road recipe. Maybe on the road, more coachable. Death by 1,000 cuts. More singles and doubles. Don't allow sacks. Don't allow them. Don't get the crowd worked up on the road. You can have those home runs. You're better. Here's guys who are really good on the road. Breeze, Brady, Montana, Alex Smith. Death by 1,000 cuts. Is it possible that Rodgers and Favre, gunslingers, share much more in common than we think? I would argue they do. On the road, be it a dad, a mom, a quarterback, organization, singles, not home runs, avoid chaos, even at the risk of a few less home runs, works better. It works better. Stability, coachable, death by 1,000 cuts, singles and doubles, wins on the road. Home runs, crowds into it, get people worked up, take more risks, ad-lib is great at home. It doesn't serve you as well away from home. We think Favre and Rodgers there's no similarities. Good old boy from the South and kind of aloof dude from Cali. but they become each other. Statistically, personality, ad-lib, stubborn, my way, rely on the home run, arm talent, and continue to lose games they should win for their talent on the road. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.